welcome our panelists. जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत कीजिए Daisy Shah, Karan Kundrra, Sonnalli and Krystle D'Souza. Aaina, the floor is all yours. Please start the session and our guest would be joining us soon.
Wow. So first of all, hello everyone. I'm Aaina. I'm going to give you a little introduction. Today we're going to speak about, how these fabulous actors here have helped the industry and broken stereotypes and limitations of medium. Because I think OTT के पहले तो हमने काफ़ी traditional medium देखा था and how एक typical way में चीज़ें चल रही थी पर आज OTT के बाद a lot has changed and so much has changed that we're getting to see these beautiful actors do what they do. And that's Daisy. Hello, welcome. Please. Yes, we were chilling backstage. Please have a seat. Time Sonnalli comes, we can get started at least with our show. So first of all, I want to ask as actors, do you think after OTT has come in the picture, you always have that insecurity, यार मेरा अगला काम कब आएगा क्योंकि ये field इतना unpredictable है. But do you feel like because of OTT, you not only feel like there's work opportunity, but you're going to be satisfied as an artist that, okay, I know I'm going to get good work my way?
Oh, me first? Yeah. Okay, yes, of course. I think there are so many, it's so wide right now. Like there's so many different kind of shows that are being made and on more realistic topics. So I come from TV where, things were pretty similar and very long term. So it's like short term projects that are being made, storytelling that is so crisp and yet like for OTT shows, you can explain a character, you can explain a story over multiple seasons, over multiple episodes, justify a character, how they are, why they are like that. So I honestly feel like, yes, there are more opportunities and because you are shooting just for like 40 days for a show or something like that, you can do multiple shows in a year. Yeah.
No, absolutely. But I think Sonnalli is here, so she's going to join us. Hello.
Karan.
So Sonnalli, thank you for joining us. We were talking about how today, after OTT coming in the picture, as actors, जो insecurity रहती है कि मुझे मेरा अगला काम कब मिलेगा, वो कहीं ना कहीं कम हुआ है because work opportunities have definitely increased more. Karan, you can tell.
I think I'll go back to the basics here. We are from TV, and the kind of TV that we've done. I think what OTT has done is it's helped us break the stereotype of TV actors. It's a level playing, it's a leveling field for us. It was very difficult to transition from TV to films, and it's pretty out there. But with OTT, we got that chance. So that's the basic thought behind it. About work security, I would actually say that television has more work security because as Krystle said, that it takes ages to shoot a television show, and once you've made it on television, and when I say made it, when the audience has accepted you, there's so much work because I mean look at the amount of television channels and everything, and that's stability wise. But of course, with OTT you can choose which way you want to go. And your audience also likes it because you are shown in a very different light. Otherwise, very few shows on television actually dare to do something different because आप कुछ different करने जाते थे, TRP नहीं आती थी, तो फिर एक महासंगम episode आ जाता था, और या फिर अगर आप कुछ और कर रहे हो, नागिन चल रहा है, तो आपका show भी supernatural बन जाता था. So yeah, there's a lot of freedom, and that's happened. So there is a lot of freedom because on OTT, you choose what I'm feeling like today. Like as I said, if I'm feeling like Dubai Bling, I'm gonna go watch Dubai Bling. So Dubai Bling does not have to cater to my mood here, right? So television, that's not there. If 8:30 a certain type of program is coming, that is what you get to watch. So we used to be very tied down with what is expected out of our show. And so I think for that matter, thank God OTT happened. And our followers are people who like us. They got to see us in a very different light, which would have been very difficult because it's not easy to get into films.
No, very well said. What about you, Daisy? What's your take?
Well, I feel OTT is like, it caters to every kind of audience. And when we talk about TV or movies, yeah, the gap when we say, oh, ye TV se hai, ye movie se, it doesn't come across in a good way. But I personally feel OTT is that bridge where, both side actors, they come together, work together, there's no superiority complex or there's minority complex, nothing is there. And as I said, it caters to every audience, which means, and it is according to their choice. They don't have to wait कि 8-8:30 बजे हमारा ये show आने वाला है. Like how, like I know my mom, she is crazy behind certain shows, and she's like नहीं आज मेरा, but now because OTT is coming, she's like हाँ मैं दोपहर को देख लूँगी, मुझे कोई problem नहीं है. So yeah, that is something which OTT has done. It's broken that barrier for everybody, where office going people, there were certain shows which they like to see, but उनके time पे नहीं आता था. Then they had to wait for weekend ताकि वो repeat telecast आ सके ये वो. So OTT has made this, I think, spoiled for choice. That's the word.
No, I absolutely agree with you, and I think it's a lot of convenience also that it has gotten into our lives. What about you, Sonnalli?
I was sitting here and actually thinking that these whole lines of TV, like you said, TV actor, OTT actor, and it's so beautifully blurred that मैं यहाँ पे बैठ के सोच रही थी कि यहाँ पे कौन OTT, TV, and I could not come up with a tag for any of you. Because I was like, yeah, हाँ, but इसने भी ये किया है, but इसने भी ये किया है, but मैंने भी ये किया है, so which is so beautiful. Because I'm anyway not someone who believes in labeling people, period. So actors to bahut dur ki baat hai. So I think it's great. That is the best thing, that we don't have labels. We are all actors. And this also includes theatre and stage actors as well. So, which is great. And for us, I mean, personally, I can just speak for myself. Opportunities तो definitely बढ़ती हैं. इस तरह से बढ़ती है कि आप कई बार realize नहीं करते हो, आपने shoot तो film की है, but वो OTT पे रही है. फिर आपको याद करना पड़ता है कि ओ ये theatrical पे आई थी, नहीं, but ये theatre पे नहीं आई थी, सिर्फ OTT पे आई थी. So इतना मतलब दिमाग में एक beautiful सा confusion हो गया है. So, and sometimes you actually hope कि वो theatre पे ना आए, सिर्फ OTT पे आए. Not because the film is bad, because in between the business unfortunately became so sad that, you were hoping कि नहीं, at least लोग देखें तो. And there are enough examples of that. I think, like Lapata Ladies is an example of that, right? What a film. Lekin theatres pe, I guess it could not do the kind of business which I'm sure it deserved much more. And look at the film now and how well it did on OTT. I myself saw it on the platform. Yeah, and after my mother told me. So I think it's great. And the biggest takeaway from this is that yes, the lines have blurred, and beautifully so.
Absolutely.
Stereotypes have been broken, though.
But coming to that, I want to understand completely actors' POV in a very honest manner right now, that even though we have advanced so much over the years, do you still feel that there is stereotyping happening somewhere still strongly, maybe within the industry? क्योंकि अगर आप test कर रहे हो कोई role के लिए या audition दे रहे हो, still you see makers be like, अरे नहीं, इसने ऐसे roles काफ़ी किए. We wouldn't know that POV. We want to understand what happens inside.
Well, I think वो तो हम सब face करते ही हैं as actors. That's, I think, more than पहले होता था कि नहीं वो तो फिल्में करते हैं, इनको टीवी के बारे में मत पूछो या OTT के बारे में मत पूछो. वो अगर अब नहीं हो रहा है, looks का definitely हो रहा है. या आप like I feel somewhere still, but for a long, it's better now, but for the longest time I was not offered anything which is not glamorous. मतलब इतना ज़्यादा कि मुझे मेरे ग्लैमरस अवतार से चिढ़ मच गई थी कि क्यों. And so it took me a while to accept that about me, but it also takes the industry and then the audience a while to accept कि oh, this person can do this also. But उसके लिए opportunity तो मिलनी चाहिए ना. Where is the opportunity? If someone's gonna stereotype me and put me in a bracket, like this happened with me when I started, because I was a Miss India, I modeled, Pyar Ka Panchnama, 1 was a glamorous role, 2 was a glamorous role. So I did not get any roles which were not glamorous. And it took me a while. Now, Jai Mummy Di was an attempt to sort of break that. तो धीरे धीरे वो होता है, but I feel वो है, वो stereotyping है, and if you get very lucky, when you get that part, कि इसमें I can break that, I feel as actors, it's our responsibility then to grab it.
There's also overexposure, and so if you go to that side, where if somebody is trying to make a project and they say that okay, let's coming back to the question, whether I want to have an actor who's been seen so much, be it on TV shows, be it on reality shows, or even for that matter getting papped too much, makes a difference. Because you have to understand that if there's a massive project going on, and if you're too exposed, audiences are not going to look at you and be excited and say, oh my God, iski film aa rahi hai. You know what I mean? And that does, play a factor. So when certain people want a certain image or a certain type of an actor, and that is important for the project, then you do get rejected also. Overexposure is a problem. Sometimes it's an image. I remember when Alankrita Shrivastava, she was making Dolly Kitty or Ye Chamakte Sitare. I played DJ Gujar in that film. But when I went and started talking about, I want to be a part of this film, they were a little apprehensive. And they made me understand why. And I totally agreed with the point. But, they said, okay, I'll give you 1 or 2, auditions or look tests or whatever it is. I made sure that I was a part of the film. So that is, so sometimes you, again, they've seen a different image of yours. मैं roadies पे क्या कर रहा हूँ, तू यहाँ क्या करेगा? You know what I mean? Like one place you're looking at me and doing this, or for whatever you remember me for. And it's very difficult for them to place you. So if it is difficult for them to place you, how will the audience who really follows you for this character place you in a fantastically new character and then also get convinced by it? So I don't think sometimes when they say it sounds a little problematic, but I get it. I get why that happens. You have to break that stereotype and make sure that you are a part of it. But yeah, I agree with Sonnalli as well. That they label Areshi is too glamorous. And that is, again, I totally believe that that's a problem.
That happened with me from the first movie itself, from Jai Ho.
Yeah.
I was like, I was made to do Hate Story to break that barrier, because everybody thought that I'll be only doing Bhenji roles. Because the girl that I played in that movie was the girl next door.
Correct.
Right? Where she was like very coy and all that. But then I had to do Hate Story. But after doing Hate Story, I started getting offers of such movies. I was like, I don't want to do that. And that's, the thing is that they start seeing you in that bracket and suddenly you start getting offered for such kind of roles. I say, no, that's not the case. It's just that we are trying to show our versatility as an actor कि हम ये भी कर सकते हैं, ये भी कर सकते हैं, ये भी कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हम actors हैं.
Yeah, I've had something very funny, but I've been told तू गरीब नहीं दिखता क्या करे? I was like ये कोई what do you mean मैं दिख जाऊँगा यार? But yeah, that happens.
But I do feel like the makers, production houses and creatives have become more inclusive and they have become more experimental. Because I know coming from like television and then OTT, to be picked up for an OTT film like Visfort, where I had to break the TV image and then break the glamorous woman image and then get into a garib dongri ki ladki image. It's very different characters, but they took a test, they gave me that fair shot. So I feel like people have become more inclusive. Like, hats off to Sanjay Gupta, hats off to Cookie Gulati. Like, they really believe that an actor's job is to blend in, to be versatile, and you have to like up your game to prove them right. And I feel like I'm blessed. We get like these amazing opportunities to prove it time and again. So I would grab every opportunity that came to me.
That's lovely. But, you know, on the contrary, I'd also like to know, I've spoken to a lot of actors who also keep mentioning about how, you know, the treatment is not the same. If you're coming from a different medium, do you ever face that? Because they do mention that kabhi na kabhi we do feel there's a glass if we are coming from television or if we are working with a film actor. Do you feel like there's a difference in the treatment because you're coming from television or a certain other medium?
मुझे नहीं लगता. I feel like it's all in your mind, and you feel it yourself most of the time than anybody making you feel like that. So I as an actor, I don't need much. Like I don't need like this extra cushioning feeling and all of that. I go to a set to perform, to give my best, and I don't need those extra baskets in my vanity and stuff like that. So I'm good without it. So I feel like it's in your mind, and if you ask for things, it will be done. I mean, if you're too scared to ask, it's not going to happen. So it's not different treatment, it's just what different people require on a set. Like a lot of people have like certain needs to feel a certain way, and I don't, maybe other people do, and they get it because they ask for it and they want it. I don't want it. So it's all in your head, according to me.
What about you guys? Anyone's ever faced a different sort of treatment?
No, but I know what you're saying in the sense like I know of people who faced it, and I 100% agree with Krystle. I really think like what you feel is what you reflect, you know. But having said that, ye jo hota hai na, that happens, but it happens because those people are just like stupid people, the ones who do it, right? And it has nothing to do with the actor. It happens because they are bad people, if you know what I mean. I'm just using very, very like mild words because they are bad people. Unko etiquettes nahi pata hai, ya wo, some people just love to throw their weight around. Some AD will want to throw their weight around. Some people love to people please because they think कि ओ ये senior actor है तो इनको हम थोड़ा अच्छा treatment करते हैं, but ये ऊपर से कहीं से नहीं आता है, ये वहीं पे बनाए हुए चीज़ें. But that's, I mean, I don't even think it needs a discussion. They're just people who don't know etiquettes and manners. Yeah.
More than that, I feel like the reason why I'm speaking also over here is because I've worked with one of the biggest production houses, and I've also done TV. Okay, now what happens because of Khatro? In Khatro, you're not treated like a celebrity, okay, because we are contestants there. You have to sit with, you know, the other contestants. You have to sit there, have your food on the same table and everything. So you're not going to get that celebrity treatment wahan pe. You need to be prepared here. Just because you have done one project in one of the biggest production houses, you are pampered there. You need to understand that. कि यहाँ पे I am doing something else, यहाँ पे I am doing something. I cannot be expecting that treatment here and cannot be expecting this treatment there.
Karan, you wanted to add something?
It's been the opposite. I've been treated really well on film sets. I think it's just Karan Kundrra, the way he is. I've been very fortunate to have worked with really beautiful people. In fact, I remember people saying कि ये TV वाला ये तेरे को खा जाएगा. You know, and these are big directors saying this to decent people, and it is all a joke. So I've worked with the best people. I'm very fortunate that way.
That gets me to a question. Do you feel that, you know, you guys, aap sabke ghar pe aaye ho, you know, at prime times, you'll have had dinner with us. Like, it's amazing. Do you feel like there's always an advantage of the huge fan base that you will take no matter which medium you are from, and it's the characters that people remember more than anything?
Absolutely, absolutely. When you go for promotions, I mean, aajkal itna film promotions are not about going on ground and everything. I mean, big people do, but it definitely is an advantage because we have done so many things, and you don't know who knows you from. Yeah. You know, somebody will know you from a show that you did 10 years ago. Somebody will know you because of the reality shows that you've done. You've touched them in certain ways, and that gets added to the project that you are a part of now, because you know, you have a bigger reach. I mean, I'm not saying comparatively, I'm just saying कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ पहुंच जाता है अगर आप कुछ डालते हो या आप किसी चीज़ को promote करते हो या आप you know, you go to a mall to promote, you know, so it does make a difference.
I also feel like 2 साल के लिए जब आप एक TV show करते हो, आप रोज रात को 8:30 बजे, you're in people's living room having dinner with them. So you never know who's watched what when. So you are a part of their daily life. Also, when your mom came up to me and said that, oh, I've watched your show, I was expecting a TV show. And then she said an OTT show, and I was like, wow, you know, OTT is out there. But a lot of people still call me Jivika, and I do respond because it's a part of me and it's a part of them as well.
And it's not just our country, by the way. There are so many other countries that our shows have gone, they've been dubbed and they've reached there and they call us different characters when they, and it's yeah.
Before I open the floor, I want to ask you guys, do you all enjoy sort of shooting a series because you get so much time with your character, or are you the kind of people you're like shooting short format films and that goes on a few months and then no, there's no season 2 or anything of that sort that's happening?
Irrelevant of what project you're shooting, whether it's series or a movie, you should never forget as an actor that you're living that character for those many days, okay? So it's not the duration, it's the journey from point A to point B. That's what I personally feel. For me, it doesn't matter whether I'm shooting a series for 7 days, 10 days, 15 days, or I'm shooting a movie for 40 days, or I'm doing a short film for 3 days, which I've done, so.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I mean, actually, when you're working, you kind of forget, right, that if you don't remember the medium. Even for an OTT, 15-20 दिन का काम होता है, या फिल्म में 30 दिन का होगा, कई बार 20 दिन का होता है. Like my recent film that I did for OTT, I had 10-12 days of work, but it was a film. And yeah, you kind of forget the medium once you're on set. Episodes थोड़ी ना we anyway don't shoot episode wise कि आज episode 1, episode 2. You're shooting the entire script. I'd seen this one little clip of this beautiful actor Smita Jaikar. I'm sure we all know her, and she had said something very nice because मैंने कल ही देखा, so I remember. And she said that abhi I only want to do work for OTT or films because I don't want to work 30 दिन 40 दिन मतलब एकदम एट स्ट्रेच या महीने के 25 दिन मैं काम पे जा रही हूँ, मुझे थोड़े थोड़े काम करने बिकॉज माई एज और वट एवर डजंट परमिट इट. एंड आई फाउंड दैट अमेजिंग बिकॉज इन अ फिल्म, एक्चुअली आई एम सेइंग इट रॉन्ग, फिल्म और OTT नहीं, OTT or a theatre film, whatever, it could be a series, it could be a film, it could be a reality thing, whatever, but you are giving only that many days. So in television, I guess you have to keep shooting and shooting. So
it's not about age. I don't think I can do it also. It's like never ending. And you don't have a crisp story. Like on OTT, in films, you know this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. वहाँ पे, like Karan said, it twists according to what other thing is working out, you know. कि वहाँ पे नागिन चल रहा है तो आपके शो में नागिन आ गया. There is no, yeah, really, there is no script whatsoever, and you don't even get that much time to prep. You don't feel like you're satisfied at the end of the day because you know that कि जल्दी जल्दी में काम किया है, कल का telecast है, निकालना था. You didn't get that much time to prep, to perform, to light for the team, to direct well. So I think that is the only reason I would choose to do OTT films or shows than again do a TV show that's a daily soap.
But that's because you've done it, you've experienced that.
Yeah.
Like I always wonder that in television, I always think about it that how it must be exciting also. It's like going to office. Like every day, you know, you have to get up and you have to.
But the only thing is, from an office, you come back at 5. From a TV set, you don't come back.
कोई time.
There's no 9 to 5.
Don't come back. You're living your life in the vanity, if you're given one, because you're young.
Yeah.
So before we end this, we're going to open questions to the audience, and we have a couple of them. Can we have the mic to these guys, please?
Hello.
Hi.
I am Sejal from KC College, and my question is for Krystle ma'am.
Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to ask you that your off-screen bond with Manvi is as same as it has shown on screen.
It is absolutely the same. In fact, Manvi is Nia.
Nia Sharma.
Yes. So I'm Jivika, she's Manvi. And it is the same. We still tie Rakhi to each other, and it's been 12 years now that, you know, we have that sisterly bond. It's more like frenemies all the time. Like we are having our cold wars. It's like friends. Now we live in the same building also. So it's a lot of fun. And the building is on fire most of the time because of Nia, not me. And I'm the, what do you say, the extinguisher. Yes.
I watch every episodes of Ek Hazaro Mein Meri Band and I love you all.
Thank
Ma'am,
you
can I
so
get a
much.
You've seen Ek Hazaro mein what?
Meri
Meri
Behna
Behna
Hai.
How old are you? Like,
It's on Hotstar, so you
It's
can
on
still
Hotstar.
watch it.
Yeah.
Acha, nice.
OTT.
Ma'am, can I get a selfie with you if you don't
Yes,
mind?
after this for sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
हेलो सर हेलो मैम मेरा नाम संजना है You three of you are looking gorgeous. Seriously, I like to say that. You are looking super handsome, sir.
तो I've been grossly outnumbered today.
आपका कोई जवाब ही नहीं आपकी आपको
thank
कोई
you.
टक्कर दे ही नहीं सकता है सर सीरियसली
आपके लिए कितनी मोहब्बत है आप नहीं जानते हो.
obviously my question is कि what have you learned from your journey and what advice would you like to give us? All four of you.
I think that's pretty subjective. Sometimes I think I have not learned anything from my journey, and sometimes I like यार बहुत उखाड़ लिया यार हम तो तोप हैं. So it's I think at the end of the day there is a 360-degree growth. ठीक है? There is your career, there is your love life, and then there is your family and friends. It cannot be a one-sided growth. Anybody who's doing really well in their careers and they don't have a good family life or they don't have a happy life doesn't make sense. So at the end of the day, after 15, 16 years of being anywhere, make sure that there is a growth in all the aspects of your life. You know, it's very important. Don't forget that you are also a human being. Don't become a workhorse in any line. And don't be scared of taking risks. And most importantly, don't be scared of making mistakes because अच्छे time आपको उतना नहीं सिखाते हैं जितने बुरे time सिखाते हैं. So embrace whatever comes to you and learn from it. Even if you don't learn from it, doesn't matter. एक ही life है.
Ma'am,
I think what I have learned is that keep going, you know. जो भी आपको करना है, just keep working towards that, brush up those skills. जैसे जब मैंने start किया था, मुझे बिल्कुल हिंदी ठीक से आती ही नहीं थी. अब I think सबसे ज़्यादा हिंदी मैंने ही बात की है यहाँ पे. But बिल्कुल नहीं आती थी, acting नहीं आती थी, makeup है, कुछ नहीं आता था. आज सब कुछ खुद करके आई हूँ. So I feel like, you know, you need to, thanks. You need to keep working on those skills. Like if you some of you want to be directors, some of you want to be actors, whatever you want to do, you guys need to keep working towards it relentlessly. Do not give up. There'll be a lot of hard times that you feel like now I don't think I can do it. Like when I was making the jump from television to OTT or OTT to films, I felt a lot of times that, you know, nahi hoga. But then you have to have that little faith and belief in yourself no matter what. Like if you don't believe in you, nobody is going to. So I think that's what I would tell each one of you. Believe in yourself like crazy, like you're gonna make it. That's what you need to keep telling yourself and believing.
And also take care of your mental health while all of this is happening.
That too.
okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut off. You're short on time. I'll just take one last question, if you guys can just...
Hello. So my question is to Karan sir. So I loved Laughter Chefs. So I wanted to ask, if not Arjun, yeah, I saw you as well. I loved you also. So if not Arjun sir, then who would you like to keep your partner as in that show?
Nia's a brat.
Oh, but she's lovely. I loved her.
Everybody is lovely on that.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you've seen, हम लोग सब इधर-उधर भाग रहे
Yeah,
थे, so it's pretty much not like a partner thingy. We're always going everywhere. But I think I'll stick to Arjun. Because that's how I am. हाँ अभी 5 मिनट पहले उसका मैसेज आया भाई I love you I miss you कहाँ है and I'm like हाँ मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड ने लास्ट कब मुझको ये मैसेज भेजा था Arjun I love you too. So I think no I'll stick to that because I think I don't want to touch something which is perfect. I don't want Ali and Rahul to not have a chemistry. I don't want like Nia and Sudesh ji to, you know, because they're so perfect with each other. But yeah, so Laughter Chef is not about partnerships. It's all of us coming together I don't think anybody knows anything about cooking over there. And we just have fun. And that is more important. Yeah.
So today is the last episode. So can you tell when is the second season coming of Laughter
I
Chefs?
will have to. I think that will be confidential.
नहीं उतना तो इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता मेरे को. But I don't know. I hope hopefully soon. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It was absolutely lovely. But we'll have to wrap this up. First of all, thank you, all of you all, for giving your insightful thoughts on the industry and your careers. You all have truly inspired each one of us here. And we're so glad to see everything that's coming on OTT and more in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys can
Thank
still
you,
keep
guys.
sitting. Sorry, I will just quickly butt in and thank them again. Can we please clap for the very, very beautiful Krystle D'Souza. We have Karan, we have Daisy, we have Sonnalli. We've seen them on the screen. We have seen them right now in real blood and flesh. Aaina, thank you so much for hosting and moderating such a beautiful panel. अब कुछ ज़रा fun सा है ना? और इस fun में आपको सवाल का जवाब देना है नहीं देना है. Karan is just quickly like he's rubbing his forehead. It's absolutely your choice. I will never force. We're in a democratic nation. यहाँ पे हम आज़ाद हैं. ठीक है? Krystle, पहला सवाल आपके लिए है. Have you ever written a love letter to someone?
Yes, I have written 101 reasons why I love you. And that was when I was 13, guys, relax. And my mom found the letter recently and gave it to me. And I was like, oh no, I want there to be a hole in the ground and I should go into it because the reasons were too silly.
What,
Yes, we are not in
want
touch.
to know one or two out of the 101 reasons
I
why you
think
love
that's
that
highly confidential.
Listen, I'm sure मेरे को तुम्हारा pencil पसंद है.
I
I
love
want
the
to know,
way
I
you
want to know.
smell. I think that was one that was nice. And
That
I
was
still
lovely.
stick by like good smelling people I really like. And yeah, I love the way you call me Tweety. Oh my
sweet,
God. I was 13, guys, don't judge.
But we can see why she's being called Tweety because she really looks like the Tweety bird.
Okay,
as well,
thanks.
Right? And maybe, yeah, I mean, and being 13 and smelling good, I think it's fantastic.
Yes.
Because none of us, I didn't have that child.
I used to rob my mom's perfumes from her cupboard. Yeah.
कुछ चोरियां अच्छी होती हैं. Karan, ये सवाल आपके लिए. Thank you so much, Krystle, for that answer. आपके हिसाब से Karan, opposites attract या फिर similar taste matters? What is your, where do you gravitate?
Personally, I think for me, opposites work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just so much entertainment. When I think because you don't know what's gonna happen next. Because if I'm the way I handle situations, I know this is gonna happen, but then something completely different happens. And
Yeah.
for the first 5 seconds, I'm only reacting. I'm just what just happened.
Yeah.
I think that's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts way longer than other things in a relationship.
Wow. But doesn't that become sometimes contradicting because अब कभी you are not coming to the same page at all? मतलब आपको गुलाब जामुन खाना है तो खाना ही है और उनको अगर I don't know खाउसवे खाना है तो खाना ही है. Like does that not sort of
हाँ, तो फिर हम खाउसवे ही खाते हैं. You know what I mean? No, I think.
Got it.
I think it's also the chemistry. It's
Yeah.
how you want to treat your
Yeah.
woman or how the woman wants to treat you.
Yeah.
So there's always a balance. There are certain things that as a man, you would want to decide on, and then there are certain things that I do not think that any man should ever decide.
Right.
Mostly bigger decisions in life, and it's better kept to the women to decide that. And I'm very glad कि कुछ चीजें वो आदमियों से मत decide करवाया करो. So I think that balance it works.
There's so many things to take away from today. Certain things that we've learned also. Also, suddenly I'm feeling like an independent, strong woman. I have more to do now. I have to take the big decisions also. तुम decide करो खाना कहाँ खाना है, Karan.
Exactly.
Yes. अच्छा, thank you, Karan, for that lovely answer. Daisy, आपके लिए है. What's the most thoughtful gift जो आपने किसी को दिया जब आप डेट कर रहे थे? शायद उस समय के लिए काफी thoughtful था और अब शायद नहीं है.
बहुत
but yeah.
क्लीशे है पर it's the time. My time.
Wow. Wow, it's not cliche at all.
But then,
Time is never
हाँ,
going to
पता
go
है,
out of
ये
fashion.
जवाब मिलेगा और क्या? No, but ये यू नो जनरली इंटेलेक्चुअल लोगों से ऐसे ही जवाब एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, पर नहीं, सच्ची में, बिकॉज आई वॉज, बिलीव यू मी, आई वॉज व्हेन आई वॉज एन असिस्टेंट कोरियोग्राफर, आई वॉज वर्किंग 3 shifts इन अ डे, विच मीन्स आई हैव नॉट स्लेप्ट फॉर 15 days एट अ स्ट्रेच. उसके बीच में जब पॉइंट ए से पॉइंट बी जाते थे तो बीच में रिक्शा में जो टाइम सोने का मिलता था वो टाइम पे हम बात करते थे, यू नो. सो आई फील सारी चीज़ें आप खुद से खरीद सकते हो, सब कुछ कर सकते हो, बट एक टाइम एक ऐसी चीज़ है ना, आप कभी भी उसको ट्रेड नहीं कर सकते हो किसी भी चीज़ के लिए. सो इट्स द टाइम. या
I think it's an exceptional, basic but exceptional answer. Daisy, thank you. ये सवाल आपके लिए Sonnalli. Also, you're glowing. We wonder why.
I wonder.
I wonder.
एक तो had a big lunch.
That's right. So did I. You know.
No, you didn't. You look bad.
Sonnalli, how many times? And I'm not just saying this because you're such a beautiful person. I also want to break the mold. But how many times have you friend zoned people in your life? If you had to give like a random figure, आपने कितनी बार friend zone किया है किसी को? मतलब कितने लोगों को किया है?
So apparently all the time. और ये this is new revelation.
Confusion ही नहीं है.
This is new revelation to me in very recent times, and a friend of mine, actually Sahil, told me this. He's like, he calls me Bob. He's like, Bob, you know, you just, boys are scared of you.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm like, what do you mean scared? They're like, yeah, because I see how you are when people. I said, no, that's because people know that I'm dating Ashish since so many years and now married. She's like, he's like, no, not even before that. So apparently I have some boy repellent vibe. और मुझे ना आधे टाइम एक्चुअली समझ नहीं आता है, मुझे जेन्युइनली नहीं समझ आता है. एंड आई बीन टोल्ड कि मेरी लुक बहुत स्टर्न है, और ऐसा है नहीं. आई एम कम्प्लीटली द ऑपोजिट. आई एम वेरी वेरी स्वीट. सो नाउ आई हैव स्टार्टेड लाइक नॉट स्कैरिंग पीपल ऑफ. So I would say all the time.
All the time. Well, वो boys के का मतलब किस्मत थी कि वो आपसे friend zone हुए हैं. तो that also is cool. So can we please clap for Sonnalli? Sonnalli, also I like to be on stage and just give compliments. I think they deserve it much more than we give them. अब यहाँ पे आपके सामने फीमा के कुछ luxury fittings आने वाली हैं, और मैं आपका ध्यान इस तरफ आकर्षित करना चाहूँगी, इस तरफ. और यहाँ पे ये जो लग्जरी फिटिंग्स हैं, आपको केवल चूज़ करना है कि आपको अपने घर में कौन सा चाहिए, और फीमा के बहुत ही खूबसूरत लोग जो हैं वो आपके लिए वो काम कर देंगे. मैं कुछ समझाने की कोशिश करती हूँ. लेट्स जस्ट ब्रिंग योर अटेंशन. करण, आई थिंक यू वुड लव समथिंग कॉल्ड द शावर. Not because you need a no. Because it's a very cool looking shower. ये 2 types हैं, and then of course there's a faucet. बट ये जो शावर, ऐसे जो बटन है, देख के लगता है एलिवेटर के पे है नहीं, ये शावर का बटन है. सो व्हाट वुड यू लाइक, करण?
There are more things, right? I like to have choices, even for a shower.
Always. Okay. हमारे पास में we also have the basin mixer, which is this. We also have the golden basin mixer, which is this. And of course this is also a basin mixer, but it has some antique pista color knobs. Which one would you like, Karan?
I think I'll take the basin mixer. It's
yes. Can we please clap for Karan and the basin mixer? I think it's a very aesthetic choice. If I had to ask you, Krystle?
I like the shower. It's very interesting.
I know, right?
It looked like lights to me.
Yeah.
But it's a shower, so it's very interesting.
Light भी है उसमें, I'm sure.
इसमें light भी है?
Yeah.
Wow, that'll be a fancy shower.
Karan knows a lot.
I just made my house.
So I really like that. It's interesting. It doesn't look like your typical shower.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good, it's a good
looks
one.
like it'll hurt you.
Krystle के लिए ताली और Krystle के लिए shower. Daisy, which one are you picking?
I think I like the faucet.
Yeah? This one?
No, the one नीचे.
This one.
Uncomplicated जो है.
Oh, lovely.
Old school.
Daisy,
I'm
you're
old
the
school.
only person who's picked this. ये टाइम, ये faucet, ये जो जवाब
I can't do that mixer. मेरे को नहीं समझ में. कभी बहुत गर्म हो जाता है, बहुत ठंडा हो जाता है. I like that. इधर घुमाओ, उधर घुमाओ, हो गया खत्म.
Daisy is simple. Daisy wants it simple. Simple is the best. Thank you, Daisy के लिए और इस faucet के लिए. Sonnalli?
I also like that light wala shower. Yeah.
It's actually करण का है ये इन्वेंशन की लाइट है इसमें.
फीमा के पास.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं कि करण का है, मतलब मैं कह रही हूँ कि लाइट नहीं है इसमें. इस हिसाब से लाइट है. हाँ, मतलब बाथरूम में लाइट है.
बट जो भी है वो शावर बहुत सुंदर है.
That's it. Gone once, gone twice, gone thrice, gone 4 times. Can we please clap for this panel? But can we also have some plaques? लेकिन उससे पहले, Karan, there is this winner of our small contest, जिसका नाम है मेघा श्रीवास्तवा खरे. And Karan Kundrra, I would like you to present her with a smooth hamper. So can I have Megha on stage? Thank you, Megha. Can we have some plaques so that our esteemed guests can remember today?
Thanks you guys for joining us, and thank you for that very, very insightful panel discussion.